Greetings, true believers. It's your old pal Spider-Man. Hey, Cadre. Good morning. It's KJ. Got my new T-shirt today, or I'm wearing it for the first time today. It's my official Lucas the Spider T-shirt. If you haven't heard of Lucas the Spider, there's an animator. He's done some work with some bigger Pixar movies or DreamWorks or something like that, and he started doing these little projects on his own, Lucas the Spider, just trying to show that spiders are cute and cuddly. And so he got his nephew to do the voice of the spider, and it's ultra cute. So if you haven't heard of Lucas the Spider, they're just little teeny short, like 20-30 second clips. So just go look them up on YouTube, and maybe I'll post one right below this. So I hit a milestone today, and so I thought I'd talk about a couple of things. So you may be wondering why I've got my hairstyle the way I do. First of all, I just like it. Second of all, the reason I changed is I was in the military for 15 years. I retired from the Air Force early. But before that, I was in ROTC, and so basically did 4.5 years of college where I was living my life as with the military, basically. So for the last 20 years, I've had a military haircut. And, you know, once I got my first military haircut, I learned how to cut it myself. I've been cutting my own hair ever since. But I've had this exact same hairstyle for over 20 years. And then when I got out of the military, I still didn't change anything. I just kept the same hairstyle. So for about 23, 24 years, I had the exact same hairstyle. Now before that, in high school, I was like one of the alternative kids. You know, I had it shaved on the sides like this, but I had it long on top, and, you know, wore combat boots and trench coat in high school. So I was one of those kids. So, for one, it was just kind of getting back to what I enjoy. But two, is at the beginning of this year, I kind of made a lifestyle change, and decided that I needed to lose some weight. So, found a diet plan that I thought was going to work for me, and today, I got on a scale and I weigh 180.0 pounds. When I started back at the beginning of March, I was 215. So I've lost 35 pounds since the beginning of March. And so why the haircut? So when I first started this, yeah, it was a motivational thing. I wanted to do something different, something drastic, but something visually different, that I could, you know, wake up in the morning and see a change, and remind myself to stay committed to the diet, stay committed to fitness, which I've stuck to the diet absolutely. And if you're curious, it's ketogenic. A way of eating. So it's not really a diet, it's a way of eating. Because I don't consider me limiting anything. I'm not missing out on anything. I'm just eating different foods and foods that I enjoy. So it doesn't even feel like a diet, because I'm never hungry. I'm never wanting for something. So it's just a different way of eating. But I've been on a relatively consistent weight loss. I go through a couple of periods where I stalled out. Especially I've had a couple of surgeries, and so when your body's in recovery from a surgery, it's focused on repair and not reducing weight. But aside from those stalls, my weight loss has been fairly consistent. And I weigh myself every day, and it's usually, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but usually the trend is a few tenths of a pound a day. So usually over the course of 2-3 days, I see a pound will drop off. So going back to when I was in college, I was in our OTC, and so we had weight standards that we had to maintain. So back in those days, for my height, which I'm short, I'm 5'8", my max weight was 184. And so all throughout college, I was between 180 and 184. So I'm now down to 180, which is what I weighed probably at the beginning of college for me. And I'm 42 now, so that's been a long time. So I'm very happy to have hit the 180 milestone, and all my clothes are baggy, and I need a belt to keep my shorts up, and it's just a really good feeling. In fact, the other day, this is stupid, but I walked into the bathroom and looked at myself with the shirt off, and I literally out loud said, "Damn!" Like, I could see the change in me, and it was just a funny moment for me, I guess. So enough of that dribble. We'll get on to the shave. So, as you know, Chad's been doing the Timeless versus Aristocrat challenge, where he's comparing the two. So I decided to pull out my Aristocrat. Now he's using a British, so it doesn't look anything like this, but this is a US gold Aristocrat. So that's what I'll be using for today's shave. It's been forever since I used this, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be using my Paladin Buck Rogers. And for the soap, I'm going to be using Ariana and Evans' Warrior of Howling Fjord. I'm guessing this is a discontinued scent because I tried to look up information on it to get scent notes. I couldn't find anything on it. I don't really care for it. I'll just say that. It's very bright, maybe kind of citrusy. Like I said, I'm horrible at detecting notes and picking them out. If I read a list, then I can smell something. Okay, I can smell that, I can smell this, but you just give me something and I'm not gonna get the notes out of it. I think it's citrusy, but there's definitely other stuff going on in there. It's not a citrus scent. That's just kind of the first thing that comes to my mind. But this will be the second Ariana and Evans that I've tried. I tried the SoCal Hipster. Wasn't a fan of the scent. So we'll see where this one gets us. So far I'm striking out scent-wise with Ariana and Evans, but I'm going to try to see if the performance is a little bit better than I was getting last time. So again, I just smushed some of the sample down in my lather bowl here. And getting the load. I don't want to build lather in the bowl so much, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting plenty. I'm sure that's plenty, but I'm going to go back for some more. I'm going to add a little bit of water so I can pick up a little bit more. Because I'm kind of testing these samples out. I don't want to skimp on the amount that I'm loading to slight the performance at all. Make sure better to have too much than not enough. Which I think that's pretty good advice for anything in wet shaving, really. It's better to load too much. If you don't load enough, then you're not going to get as good a performance out of the soap. You're not going to get as good of a lather. If you get too much, you're going to get some good lather. You might have to add some more water to it, but you're going to get good lather. You're not going to miss out by having too much soap. Too many razors? You can't have too many razors. Too much aftershave? Nah, splash it on like 3-4 times. It's all good. Especially if it's hot, like it has been this summer, and you got a good menthol aftershave going on. Splash it with reckless abandon. Get all that mentholy goodness on there. Mentally? Is that a thing? I just made that word up, apparently. Mentholy. Yeah. This is another strikeout for me, scent-wise. Just not digging it. Can't say there's anything wrong with it. Nothing's like offending me. I just don't care for it. So lather-wise, though, it's kind of hard to judge looking at the camera. But when I go to the mirror, it's definitely a gel-like lather. Very good, thick appearance on my face. I'm just playing around at this point. I don't think anything that I'm doing with the brush is affecting it at all. I think it's probably about as good as it's gonna get. But just for grins, and just because I kind of talked about not using enough water, or maybe I need to start adding more water, let's go ahead and add some more water to it. Just see what it does. Can definitely take it. I'm gonna add water one more time. Not that I need to, I just want to see what happens. So it's thickening up. It's taking the water, it's building on my face a little bit more. Look how thick that is. That's like a 1/4 inch, maybe even more. Oh, that's more than a 1/4 inch. That's 3/8 of an inch of thickness off of my lip right there. Maybe I'm not adding enough water to my soaps. All right. So now, aristocrat. Definitely a smooth shave. Barely even notice that it's cutting. It just feels a little smoother than the last couple of razors I've used. And I just know that this is driving some of you guys crazy. I didn't flip my razor. I didn't rinse it off. And now I'm just having fun with you, because look, I know you're waiting for it to drop off, but it's not going to. Really, really thick lather. So it's just hanging out. Like that post-shave lather, like that's the kind of lather you want, right? Okay, now I'll rinse it off. So thick, it's hard to wash off. I've got so much water in here. I'm not gonna put water on my face this time. I don't think I need it. I think this soap is plenty aquafied. So this definitely has a feel to it. It's very soft. I've only really experienced anything like this with Jeeves of Hudson Street before, where there's a noticeable soft feeling that's different from everything else when the lather hits your face. And I do notice that with this soap. I'm definitely having a different experience with this soap, and maybe it's because I added more water to it, I don't know, than I was when I tried the SoCal Hipster. I would definitely now consider this elite. But man, I am striking out scent-wise because I'm just not digging it. Oh for 2. So, we've kind of talked about scents a little bit. So if you are a regular watcher of my videos, maybe you have an idea of the type of scents that I like. Warm, woodsy, outdoorsy, naturey. I'm making up words all over the place, right? Naturey. Who says that? I like oak moss, I like sage. I do not care for citrus or food type scents. I don't want a soap that tastes like I want to eat it. So it was drying out on me. So I add a little bit of water, but so it's plenty slick with a little bit of water added. So if you know an Ariana and Evans scent that you think I would like, let me know. Because I'm digging this lather now, and I'd like to give it another shot, but 3 strikes and you're out. So if I try another one, I don't like it, well, maybe I'll come back. So, it bother you guys that I got lather all over the razor? Because it's not affecting the shave. I don't know why that would bother you. But it is hard to rinse off. It doesn't want to come off. So that was the Aristocrat. Pretty good shave. Pretty close. I wouldn't say it's any better than anything else I've been using, but feel-wise, it was really good. It definitely felt better than the Bulldog I used yesterday. That felt a little rough because a little bit more aggressive feeling than I prefer. I like mild razors. Mild but efficient. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna try something a little bit different that I haven't used in a while. Actually, something that I haven't used at all. I was going through some stuff and unpacking, and I found a bottle of Davidoff Cool Water. that I gotten from a, no, I'm not gonna forget the witch hazel. Bought it in a gift pack with the cologne and a body wash and something else. So I haven't ever used this before. I'm not sure what I really think of it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. This video is getting really long, but there's still two things I want to do. So one, pull off that lather. Check it out. Very slick. Very thick. Nice gel-like lather. Those peaks. This is awesome lather. This is what you want to have. Okay. So yeah, Josh and Chad, I know you were kind of curious about what I thought about it. I agree. That's an elite soap. Maybe I didn't have enough water in it last time, or just put off by the scent. But I can see how that is an elite soap. I know it's one of Josh's elites, and I did like it a lot. So the other thing, okay, so yesterday I used the Black Amber Musk cologne. Finally got the sprayer working, and did enjoy it. I really like the notes, the woody and musky notes that were in it. Amber, like amber a lot. So that one lasted, I would say the longevity wasn't super great on that one, a few hours. I was detecting hints of it the rest of the day, but as far as what was bright and projecting, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours maybe. So maybe the least longevity of the three that I had. I think definitely I like the Blue Sugar the best, which is funny because every time I use this or pick it up or look at it or think of it, a song pops into my head. So, oh, come on. Technical difficulties. Which is funny because I posted my first shave where I used the Blue Sugar like 3 days ago, and ever since then I've had that song in my head. And then like the day after I posted that review, Chris, CMH737, posted that he was going to an Echo and the Bunnymen concert, which is who sings that song. So I just thought that was really funny that something reminded me of Echo and the Bunnymen, and then somebody mentioned, hey, I'm going to see Echo and the Bunnymen, which I'm kind of jealous because I'd like to, it's a great band. I love 80s progressive, and it's just one of my favorite genres of music. So anyways, I'm going way too long in this video, so I'm going to cut it off there, but just had to get that out. So enjoy the shave, enjoy the razor and the soap, looking for new scents, so suggest something if you know something that I might enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the forum. Shaving Cadre, look me up on Spider. Thanks, bye.